Hello students, good evening. Let me introduce myself. My name is Aniket Shukla and this is a live lecture on topic coordinate geometry and trigonometry from the one and only Nitisha's Education. Okay, so first of all, a round of applause to you that you have been giving since exams these many days and you have preparing very well for that. And now the exam of maths is going to be held, and I hope that all of you are preparing very well for it and you are up for the questions which are going to be asked both as standard students also and as basic students also. Okay, and we are also trying from ourselves to revise all the topics that are being asked in the exams. I guess my colleague, my friend has taught you up until 6 chapters. So today I am going to conduct topic coordinate geometry and trigonometry. Okay, so the first topic that we are going to learn about is coordinate geometry. Let's revise some important things which are to be used in this chapter, which is very important for it. First of all, the word coordinate and then another word is geometry. What does it mean? It is nothing but the geometry of a graph, because we know that coordinates are nothing but the abscissa and ordinate of any point. So any geometry related to the graphs is considered as coordinate geometry. Now, अब हम देखते हैं कि इस चैप्टर में बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ें क्या क्या है जो हम इसमें कवर करने वाले हैं. सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ें जो होती हैं, बराबर है, वो क्या क्या कवर करने वाले हैं. So the first thing that we are going to cover is distance formula. Okay, so the distance formula, this is the first formula that is we are going to cover in this chapter. So what is distance formula? It is nothing but the distance between 2 points, 2 coordinates. It is what distance formula represents. So how we will be able to find the distance between these 2 coordinates? So let us consider the 2 points. This is A and this is B. And both the coordinates are represented as x1 comma y1, x2 comma y2. Now we are to define what is distance between this point A and this point B. So it is represented as, this is D. D is represented as root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Okay, now many will be confused that what to take first, x1 or x2, y1 or y2. There is no any such issue in it. Why? Because we have a square over here. Okay, so जब भी यहाँ पर कोई स्क्वायर आता है तो वो मतलब वो क्या बन जाता है, एक पॉजिटिव नंबर बन जाता है. ओके, तो अगर किसी भी दो नंबर्स का डिफरेंस लेंगे और उसका स्क्वायर करेंगे, so it will always provide as a positive value. If the difference is negative, then also it will provide as a positive value. Okay, so that we have no issue in it. You can consider x1 also, you can consider x2 also. You have to just think of it as that first abscissas of both the points. You have to take the difference of it and you have to square that. Same goes for ordinates, y2 minus y1 square or y1 minus y2 square. Both are acceptable. Both you can write both those things and it will be correct. Okay, just think of it that you don't mess up with the numbers. Okay, whichever you are considering, you have to consider this minus sign also and numbers also. For example, here let us consider that this number is represented as 3 comma minus 4 and this number is represented as 2 comma minus 1. So while writing y2 minus y1, you have to consider y2 and y1 with their signs. So here what will be considered as minus 1 minus minus 3. Okay, I have written formula of y2 minus y1, but what I took first, y1. So it is considered, it is acceptable, there is no any issue in it. Okay, now the second thing that we are going to the second thing that we are going to learn in this chapter is section formula. Now what does this formula mean? What is section formula? What is this formula about? It is nothing but if any two coordinates has a coordinate which is between in it. Now that coordinate divides the full length of distance between these two coordinates in what proportion, in what ratio. That is what the section formula means. For an example, let us say this point is A, this point is B. Both these coordinates are x1, y1 as usual, x2 and y2. Now here a small point C is being considered and it is named as x comma y. Now this distance would be somewhat m, this distance would be somewhat n. So what are these m and n? That is what we can find. If we know what is the value of m and n, we will be able to find this coordinate with the help of A and B, coordinates of A and B. Okay. So let us first write what is the formula. It is given by x comma y is equal to. Now consider very carefully. If we are considering this m, then multiply it with the coordinate of B, which is x2, plus now n, then multiply with x1, whole divide by m plus n. Same goes for y. M multiply by y2 plus n multiply by y1 divide by m plus n. Okay, as simple as that. It's very easy. It's not at all complicated. Okay, but remember it in such a way that if you are considering the ratio of this part, you have to consider the coordinate of this part, and if you are considering the coordinate of ratio of this part, you have to consider the coordinate of this part. Okay, again repeating, x comma y. X comma y is, what is x comma y? X comma y is nothing but the coordinates of the middle point. Okay, it is not exactly the midpoint, but it is the point which lies between A and B. The coordinate of x comma y is equal to m times x2 plus n times x1 divided by m plus n, and m times y2 plus n times y1 upon m plus n. This part provides you the abscissa of C, and this part provides you the coordinate of C. Okay. So this is what section formula is about. Now this is very important formula. Why? Because many types of questions are being asked from this thing. Okay, it will be possible that A and C is given to you and you have to find B, but obviously they will provide you M and N also. Understood? So there are many ways of possibilities of questions. We will solve those types of questions also. That how we are going to solve, use the section formula to solve the questions. Okay. Now last and most important formula, area of a triangle. Correct. Area of triangle, it never disappoints us to show everywhere. Area of triangle, there are many ways to find the area of the triangles. Half multiplied by base into height. Also we have to find with the help of Heron's formula. Okay. So there are many different ways where there are many different triangles whose areas are being given, whose formulas for the areas are given to us. Okay. But here the area of the triangle is to be found with the help of coordinates. Now that is somewhat tricky thing. Okay. How we will be able to find the area of the triangle with the help of coordinates? So let us consider the area of triangles. Let us consider this is a triangle. Okay. Now name it as x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. These are the three coordinates of the three vertices of this triangle. Now we have to find the area included in these three coordinates. How we will be able to find? So bear with me. This is a very simple thing. Area is equal to half. Half is always there. Now first of all you will write x bracket plus x y bracket plus x bracket y minus and minus. This is the first and foremost thing that you have to write. Now go with the sequence 1, 2, 3. Okay. Give 1, 2 and 3 to all the x's. So here 1, here 2 and here 3. Okay. Now as here it is 1, the next two numbers are 2 and 3. So 2, 3. Here you are starting from 2. So next number would be 3. But after 3 we have to consider again the 1. So 3, 1. Here for y starting from 3. So there is no number after 3. So we will consider 1 and 2. Now you will ask me that, sir, which coordinates we will consider as in order? So there is no such problem in it. You can consider x1, y1 these also, x1, y1 these also, and x1, y1 these also. Write any three coordinates and arrange in a straight form like this: x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. Okay, and use these three coordinates to fill up over here. Okay, whichever coordinates you will take, there is no any issue in it. Okay, there is no cycle. Why? Because this is triangle. If you will consider this first, then this will be second and third. If you will consider this first, this could be the second and this could be the third. Okay, so you can consider any of the combination of it. This formula is designed in such a way that whichever combination you take, it will be providing you the correct answer. Okay, the thing is you have to remember this formula. Now to remember the formula, I have provide you a beautiful trick of using just 1, 2, 3. Okay, using 1, 2, 3, first three numbers. Using first three numbers, you have to write the formula of the area. Okay, I hope it is clear to you that how the area of a triangle with the help of coordinates will be able to found. Okay, now we have learned all the theories possible in this chapter. Oh, one thing is remaining: section formula. In section formula, I have not discussed about the midpoint, where C is exactly the midpoint. Now can you tell me, if it is a midpoint, what does this mean about M and N? What could be the ratio? Here A and C, C and B, both are of the same length. So ratio must be M upon N must be 1 upon 1. So here you will be able to find that M is 1 and N is 1. Now substitute these two values over here. What will you get? x2 plus x1 over 2, y2 plus y1 over 2. Okay, simple. This is midpoint. I hope it is clear to you. There are 4 things to remember. First is distance formula. Distance between the two points, two coordinates is given by under root x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. Okay. Another thing is section formula. In section formula, we have two cases where the ratio are in random form, and second where ratio is fixed, 1:1. This is the special case of section formula. Okay, where the formula is determined by x comma y is equal to, x comma y means the coordinate of the middle point, m into x2 plus n into x1 upon m plus n, comma m y2 plus n y1 upon m plus n. Okay, and similarly, if you substitute 1 in and 1 value of m and n over here, we will get x1 upon x2 upon 2, y2 upon y1 upon 2, or you can write it as x1 upon x2 upon 2, y1 plus y2 upon 2. That is not an issue. Okay, next, the last thing is area of a triangle, which is very simple. You have to consider these three coordinates, name it as x1, y1, x2, y2 and x3, y3. Whichever values you will consider, you will find the answer exactly true if you have not made any sign mistake over here then. Okay, so be sure, because the formula is simple, but the thing which is very tricky is substitution of the values. Okay, where we will be able to make some of the error in the sign. Okay, be careful in it. Now let us solve some questions. The first question: distance of the point 2, 3 from the x-axis. Now, this is the first question, but it is not of the coordinate geometry. Or you can say it is not of any use of this previous formulas. Why? Because it is very simplest one. What is it asking? Distance of the point 2, 3 from x-axis. So you will start randomly try to use x-axis distance formula because it is asking distance to you. But think, just take a pause of 1 minute and think what it is exactly asking to us. Distance from x-axis. Now another point, another coordinate is not provided to us. How we will be able to find the distance? So you have to just think of as a graph. Make a graph. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 2, 3, 2 and 3. This is my point, 2, 3. Now tell me, if they are asking us the distance between x-axis and this point, it will be this. What is the height of this distance? Yes, absolutely. It is y-axis. So it is 3. Now same question would be asked to you. Instead of x-axis, it would be asked as y-axis. What will you give answer? It is naturally 2. Okay. So this type of questions can be asked in the MCQ form. This is section A. Okay. And section A is where you will lose some marks because you will overthink the question. That is why I took the first question as this one. Why? Because you do not need to overthink much. You just need to apply a minor and minute detail. Understanding of minute detail that it is asking us a distance with axis. So there is no other coordinate. How will you be able to use any of the formula? Okay. So just use it in a form of a graph and find the answer. Okay. Next one. This is the good one, and I hope it is a lengthy one also. What is it asking? That the center of a circle is 2a, a minus 7. So abscissa 2a and ordinate is a minus 7. Find the value of a if the circle passes through the point 11, minus 9. What is it saying? That this is a circle, and in a circle, center is 2a, a minus 7. Always try to visualize the question. Whatever question is provided to you, if it's possible to draw any kind of diagram in it, draw that. Because maths is all about visualization. If you are able to visualize the things, it would be very easy for you to determine the way of solution. How you will go through the solution. What kind of formula, what kind of method you will use to find a solution. Okay. So this is the center 2a, a minus 7. And it has been asking us that find the value of a if the circle passes through the point 11, minus 9. Now what does it mean? Circle passes. It is a circle. It cannot pass or fail. Nothing but. It is saying that the circumference of a circle has a point which is 11, minus 9. It is what it is saying. They are asking to us that any one of the point of the circumference is given us as 11, minus 9. So we cannot determine which point it is. So let us take it randomly as 11, minus 9. Next thing, and has a diameter of 10 under root 2. Diameter is 10 under root 2. So make it as like this. It is 10 root 2 full length. Now actually diameter is required to us or not? If you observe very carefully, two coordinates are given to us, distance is also provided to us. We need to find the value of a. Very simple. What we'll be using over here? We'll be using distance formula, where distance is provided to us. But is it 10 root 2? No. 10 root 2 is the distance of the diameter. What we can use? We have to use just the radius. So what is the relation between diameter and the radius? Radius is the half of the diameter, which is 5 root 2. Okay, so 5 root 2 is the radius. center is 2a comma a minus 7 and the point is 11 comma minus 9. So if you observe this carefully, you just need to find this point is a, this point is b, distance between them is 5 root 2, this is 2a comma a minus 7 and 11 comma minus 9. This is what you are going to find with the help of distance formula. Understood? So let us find it with the help of distance formula. Distance is equal to under root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Never ever forget to write the formula first. Why? It is an advantage to us. If by the default of us, by very bad luck of us, any kind of small error is been occurred in further solutions, then your answer will be not true, okay, because of which you will lose the marks. But if you have written the formula, then there are chances that they will provide you some marks for it, because they are getting some visualization that yes, the student was correct, the method was correct, but because of some human error, because of calculation error, the answer was wrong. Otherwise, the student know whole concept. Okay, so try to show that you know the things that you are writing. Okay, so this is the way of showing it. You cannot speak to this checker, because obviously it is not known to us that who is the evaluator of us. Otherwise, we try to explain them, which we are very great in it. Okay, to explain someone that we are not in the fault. Okay, so here the distance, you always write the formula first. After writing the formula, solve the question. Now, what we will consider as x1, y1 and x2, y1, x1, y1 and y1, y2? It would be a and b. Writing it as 5 root 2 is equal to. Now, if I take square to this side, so root 2 toward this side, it will become square. So 5 root 2 square is equal to 2a minus 11 whole square plus a minus 7 plus 9. See, a minus 7 minus 9. So it will be providing me plus 9. Okay. So plus 9 square. So this will be 5 5s are 25, 25 into 2, which is 50 is equal to 2a minus 11 whole square. Now here you will be using polynomial chapter of class 9th, which is a minus b whole square. What is it? 4a square plus 121 minus 4 into 11, 44a. Okay, plus a minus 7 plus 9, which would be plus 2. So again a plus 2 whole square, which is a square plus 4 plus 4a. So now this is what equation looks like. You have to solve this equation. Let us reduce it to the smallest form, which will provide us 50 is equal to 5a square, 4a square and a square, which will provide us 5a square. 121 and 4, it will give us 125, and this minus 44a and plus 4a, it would be minus 44a and plus 4a, it would be minus 40, minus 40a. Now 50 toward this, so 5a square minus 40a and 50 toward this, so it will be plus 75 is equal to 0. Now can you take 5 common from all these? So a square minus 8a plus 5, it would be 25 into 3, so 5 into 3, 15. Okay, it would be 15 is equal to 0. Now you have to solve this quadratic equation. You can use various methods. You can use split in the middle term. You can use quadratic equation also to solve this question. So let us go with the quadratic equation. Is there any harm in it? I guess no. So a is equal to minus a. But first of all, we cannot take a and b. Sorry, a is equal to minus a because of minus b plus or minus under root minus 8 square minus 4 times 1 times 15 whole divide by 2 times 1, which is equal to 8 plus or minus under root 64 minus 15 fours are 60 divide by 2, which will give you 8 plus or minus 64 minus 60 will provide you 4, and under root 4 is 2. So plus or minus 2 divided by 2. 8 plus 2 divided by 2, which is 10 by 2, which is equal to 5, comma 8 minus 2, which is equal to 6. 6 divided by 2, which is equal to 3. So our value of a are 5, comma 3. Now here question arises that why we have two values of a. It is a circle. It is a circle. There is a fixed center. Then why there are two values of a? Because it is possible that these are the two circles where our centers are these two and the connecting point 11 comma minus 9. Because of these two, there are the two possibilities of the center. Okay, now there are two possibilities of the center, so there are two types of a's, for one where a is 5 and for one where a is 3. Radiuses would be the same. My drawing is somewhat, laughable about, but you will consider it as same radiuses. So radiuses are the same, but there are two possibilities of a. Why? Because there is possible that this is the junction 11 comma minus 9, where two circles can be drawn which includes this particular point. And because of these two circles, because we have learned in the circles chapter, that two circles can have one point in a common, and that point can be there can be drawn a tangent also. Okay, so this is how a single point can be common in it and will provide you the value of 2a's. Okay, so both the answers are correct. You have to write 5 also and 3 also. Now if it would have asked that what is the center of the circles, then also you will write 2 answers. Why? Because our center is 2a comma minus a minus 7. For write it like this: for a is equal to 5, center is 2 into 5 comma 5 minus 3, which is 10 comma 2. Sorry, 5 minus 7 minus 2. Okay, and for a is equal to 3, 2 into 3 comma 3 minus 7, 3 2s are 6 comma minus 4. So these are the two centers possible because of two distinct a's. Okay. Now the next question: if the midpoint of the line segment joining the points this and this is P and x plus y minus 10 is equal to 0, find the value of K. What is it given to us? That there is a line segment A and B, A and B, 3 comma 4, K comma 6, and x comma y is the midpoint. So here you will consider P, x comma y. What is M? It is 1. What is N? It is 1. As it is considered, it is given to us that P is the midpoint. Okay. And also a relation between x and y is provided to us, which is x plus y is minus 10 is equal to 0, which we will be using to find the value of K. So first of all, how we will be finding this? Using same x comma y section formula is equal to M. Now it is a midpoint theorem, so x1 plus x2 divided by 2, y1 plus y2 divided by 2. So x comma y is given to us already. x1 means 3 plus k divided by 2 and 4 plus 6 divided by 2, which will be x comma y is equal to 3 plus k divided by 2 comma 6 plus 4 10, which is equal to 5. So from this what you will get? Value of y. So you will get actually two values, that x is equal to k plus 3 divided by 2 and y is equal to 5. Also we have relation between x and y. X plus y is equal to 10. Let us take minus 10 to the right hand side. So from this you can find what is the value of k x. How? X plus 5 is equal to 10. So x is equal to 5. This is the value of x. Now we can use this value of x over here, which will provide us 5 is equal to k plus 3 by 2. 2 multiply with 5. So 10 is equal to k plus 3. 3 over this side. 10 minus 3 is equal to k. So 7 is equal to k. Simple? Easy? Just you have to remember that there should be no calculation mistake and your formulas must be true. Okay. That and that only will provide you the correct answers. Okay. Be confident in it and don't mess up things. Okay. Next question. A line intersecting the y-axis and x-axis at the point P and Q respectively. If 2, minus 5 is the midpoint of the PQ, then the coordinates of P and Q are. Okay, let us understand the overflow of it. That the line intersects the y-axis and x-axis at the point P and Q. So point P must be of which type? What would be the coordinates of point P? It is on y-axis, so it will always be as 0, y. Point Q would be on x-axis, so it is x, 0. Okay, so P and Q are the points and 2, minus 5 is the midpoint. So we will write it as like this: P, Q, 0, y, x, 0, distance, midpoint means m equal to 1, n equal to 1, 2, minus 5. Okay. Now you have to find then the coordinates of P and Q. You have to find value of y and value of x from this. It is easy. Again, x, y means this 2, minus 5. 2, minus 5 is equal to 0 plus x divided by 2, y plus 0 divided by 2. So 2 is equal to x by 2, minus 5 is equal to y by 2. So x is equal to 4 and y is equal to minus 10. Okay, here you will get the value of x and y. So what is P? P is nothing but 0, minus 10. Q is 4, 0. These are the coordinates of P and Q. Simple. Now one example of area of a triangle. What is it saying? That can these points A, B and C be the triangle, be the vertices of the triangles? So if it were to be the vertices of a triangle, what are the possibilities between three coordinates? Either the coordinates are collinear or they are not collinear. Okay. If they are collinear, then the area would be 0 because it is a straight line. All the 3 points lies on a straight line. So the area would be 0. And if they are non-collinear, then that would be some area. Okay. So how we will check whether this is a coordinates of a triangle or not? By checking the area of a triangle. If there is some area, it is non-zero, then we'll consider it as a triangle, coordinates of the triangles. If it is 0, then it is not a triangle. Okay. Now, as we have talked earlier, we'll consider any points as x1, y1, x2, y2, and x3, y3. Okay, let us take it as this x1, y1. So write it over here as 12 comma minus 2 x1 and y1. Three comma 1 x2 y2. 0 comma 2 x3 and y3. These are the 3 points. First of all, we will write the formula, which is given by a is equal to 1 by 2 bracket again x y minus y plus x y minus y plus x y minus y. 1 2 3 2 3 3 1 1 2. It is like a song. Okay, now just substitute the values. What is x1? It is 12. So 12 comma y2 minus y3, which is this y2 and y3, 1 minus 2, which is minus 1, plus x2 is 3 bracket again y3 and y1, y3 is 2, y1 is minus 2, so 2 minus minus 2, which is equal to 4, plus y3 is 0. So now y3 is 0, so all this part will be 0. So no need to write what is y1 and what is y1 and minus y2. We'll close it over here, which will provide us 12 into minus 1, minus 12 plus 4 3s are 12, which is equal to 1 by 2 times 0, which is equal to 0. So what does it mean? The area is 0. It shows that all these 3 points A, B and C, all these 3 points are collinear. Okay. Now, next. Same way, the area of the triangles ABC with this A and the midpoints of the sides through A, B and this point. So what is the question asking us? That there is the 3 coordinates of triangle in which the one is given to us, which is A. And these 2 points are the midpoints of the 2 sides of the triangle. So it is given like this. A, which is 1 comma minus 4. This is B and this is C. These are not provided to us. Which is provided to us is this 2 comma minus 1, 0 comma minus 1. Okay, now these are the midpoints that is provided to us. These are the midpoints. We need to find other 2 vertices. No, we need to find the area of the triangle. So to find the area of the triangle, we must know what is the B and C. So here we will be using 2 different formulas. First, a section formula to find the value of coordinates of B and then the coordinate of C. Okay, so what is the coordinate of B? It is simple. A, B, this midpoint is provided to us, which is 2 comma minus 1. Let us name as P. And this A is 1 comma minus 4. And this is not known to us. So let us take it as A comma B. So over here in this midpoint theorem, a coordinate which is in middle is provided to us, but the other one is not provided to us. Exterior coordinate is not provided to us. So we will use formula in such a way. So 2 comma minus 1 is equal to 1 plus A divided by 2 comma minus 4 plus B divided by 2. So this will provide you A and B. 2 is equal to 1 plus A by 2, which is equal to 4 minus 1, 3 is equal to A. And minus 1 is equal to minus 4 plus B by 2, which is equal to minus 2 over minus 4 over this side. So it will be plus 4. Plus 4 minus 2 is 2. So 2 is equal to B. So what are the coordinates of A and B? Or you can say what are the coordinates of this capital B? It is nothing but 3 comma 2. Same goes for C. How we will solve this C? Now again A, C. A is given to us, which is 1 comma minus 4. This midpoint is provided to us, which is 0 comma minus 1. And let us say it is a Q. And what is C? C is provided to us as, let us say it is A dash and B dash. Okay. Now 0 comma minus 1 is equal to 1 plus A dash by 2 and minus 4 plus B dash by 2. So 0 is equal to 1 plus A dash by 2. Minus 1 is equal to A dash. Here we will get A coordinate. Minus 4 plus B dash by 2 is equal to minus 1. Minus 4 plus B dash is equal to minus 2. This goes this side. B dash is equal to 2. So the coordinate of C, coordinate of C is given by minus 1 comma 2. Okay. Now with the help of these three coordinates A, B and C, find the area of the triangle, which we have solved plenty. Okay. Now it is time for the trigonometry. Now let us revise the chapter trigonometry. So first and foremost thing, what is trigonometry? It is nothing but the relation between the sides of right angle triangle. Different kinds of relation between the sides of right angle triangle. Let us consider this is the right angle triangle, right angle at B. This is A, B and C. Now name the sides of this triangle. It is small a, small b and small c. So there are three sides. So how many ratios, how many number of ratios can be formed with these three numbers A, B and C? There are plenty of it. A by B, B by A by C, C by A and C by B, B by C. How many ratios are formed? There are 6 ratios, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So these 6 ratios are only the trigonometric ratios which we are going to use. Such trigonometric ratios are named as sine, cos, tan, cot, cosec and sec. But these are just the functions. These are the just functions. What functions they represent? What we will be substituting in these functions? It would be the angle. This angle is named as theta. Let us name it as theta, theta, theta. So these are the angles. So sine, cos, tan, cot, cosec, sec, all these 6 are the functions and theta is the value of that function that we are substituting in it. Okay. Let us consider it as P of x. P of x as complete one is a function. Okay. And you are finding the value of P of x by substituting value of x in the equation. So x is our value and by substituting that value in this function, we get the value of the function itself, which is P of x. Same goes for this. Thetas are the angles. And what we will get with the help of these angles? We will get the ratios. Now what are the sine, cos, tan, cot, which ratio is aligned to which one? For that we are naming this right angle triangle, sides of this triangle as such. This is the perpendicular, this is the base and this is the hypotenuse. Okay. So for sine theta it is opposite upon hypotenuse, or you can say perpendicular upon hypotenuse, P by H. For cos theta it is base upon hypotenuse, which is B upon H. For tan theta it is opposite upon base, perpendicular upon base, or you can say sine theta by cos theta. And by substituting the value of sine theta and cos theta in it, we will get P by B. Same goes for this cosec theta and sec theta. What is cosec theta? Cosec theta is nothing but inverse. You can see over here, B by A is inverse of A by B, C by A is inverse of A by C, B by C is inverse of C by A. So what does it shows? That if you find these three values, A by C, A by B and C by B, you will automatically get B by A, C by N, B by C. Okay, so these three are the main values, sin theta, cos theta and tan theta. These three are the reciprocals of this one. So cosec theta is the reciprocal of sin theta, which is hypotenuse by P, or you can consider it as 1 upon sin theta. Sec theta is reciprocal of cos theta, so hypotenuse upon P, or you can say 1 upon cos theta. And cot theta is reciprocal of tan theta, so it can be just written as cos theta upon sin theta, or 1 upon tan theta, or base upon perpendicular. But I would suggest that always remember these three trigonometric ratios and relation with the sides of the triangles. These three you have to remember, and then just remember that these three are the reciprocals of the given ones. Cot is inverse of tan, cosec is inverse of sin, and sec is inverse of cos. You will automatically get values of this B by P, H by P and H by B. Okay, just remember sin, cos and tan. All this whole chapter is based on this only. There is a very much fear of this chapter, but I think that this is the most scoring one. Why? Because it is a fixed one. The values are fixed, things are fixed. You just need to substitute in it, and you have to find LHS equal to RHS. Now, what could be simple than this? Okay, just the proper amount of practice and proper amount of time provided to the question, which is very much important. Okay, you must not think at much higher level. You just need to convert all these things, all the whole question into simpler trigonometries. The simpler ones are sin, cos and tan. Convert whole this thing into sin, cos and tan. Whole question into sin, cos and tan. You will get LHS and RHS. Okay, we will solve some questions regarding to that. Next one. If cos A is equal to 4 by A, then the value of tan. Oh yes. The other thing which is important in in trigonometry is trigonometric table. How to remember the values of trigonometric ratios with the help of some angles. Angles will be 0, 30, 60, 45 and 90. These are the 5 angles that will be provided to you. Okay, from these 5 angles only you have to solve these questions. Okay, so bear with me. Sin, cos, tan, all three important ones. Then sin, inverse of sin is cosec, inverse of cos is sec, and tan is cot. Okay. Now 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90. These are the angles. You just need to find sin. After finding sin, all this will be found by you. It is very much simple, as simple as that. So how to find sin? For that you need to find the roots, which is a basic thing which we learned in the previous grades. Okay, roots of which numbers? Root of 0 by 4, 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4 and 4 by 4. All these values we have to substitute in it in the sin one. What is 0 by 4? It is 0, so under root 0 will be 0 itself. 1 by 4, which is 1 upon 2. 45, 1 upon 2, 2 by 4 will become 1 upon 2, so 1 upon root 2. Sin 60, root 3 by 2, root 3 upon 4, which is root 3 by 2. And 90 would be 4 by 4, which is 1. Now just reverse this sequence for cos. So we'll start from the last one. 1, root 3 by 2, 1 by root 2, 1 by 2 and 0. For tan, We have learned the formula that it is sine by cos. So just we have to substitute the values. So 0 by 1, division is always already provided to us. So 0 by 1 is 0. 1 by 2 divided by root 3 by 2, which is 1 upon root 3. 1 by root 2 divided by 1 by root 2, which is 1. Root 3 by 2 divided by 1 by root 2, it will be 3. And this would be, now it is 1 divided by 0. Any value cannot be divisible by 0. So what we'll consider it as? It is not defined. Not defined. Or you can say ND. Okay. Next, cosec is inverse of sine. Inverse of sine means 1 over 0. Again not defined. 2 root 2, 2 by root 3 and 1. For sine, for cos, we have written these values of sine only, but in the reverse order. Same goes for the sec 1. 1, 2 by root 3, root 2, 2 and not defined. For cot, you can divide cosec upon sec also, or you can write the inverse of 10 as you should. So 0 is not defined because 1 upon 0 is not defined. 1 upon root 2, reciprocal of it is root 3, 1 over root 3 and reciprocal of not defined, 1 upon 0, reciprocal of it. So it will become 0 upon 1, which is 0 itself. Understood? So this is how you will remember the table. Now, what you have to do in the exam, that is what I am telling you. The questions will be provided to you. You have to substitute the values of these ratios. Now, you cannot remember all these things. It is very dumb thing to remember all these values. Why? It is a waste of time. If you can find easily in few minutes, I was explaining, so it took me long. But if I would do myself, then it will take hardly 30 seconds. So what you will be doing in the exam? If you see, you will get 15 minutes prior the exam to check the question paper. If you see that there is the use of this trigonometric values, then you will, first of all, you will write the table at the back of the supplementary. At the last, write the rough page. In rough page, write this trigonometry. So wherever it has been used, you just see at back side and use that. So your time would not be wasted to think that what will be the values of cos 60, what will be the values of sin 60, what will be the values of sec 30, what will be the value of cosec 90. So that would not be a burden to you. You just need to take the values from there and substitute in the question. You will get your answers. Understood? So this is how you will solve. Do not waste time in thinking that what are the values of this. Just write this at the end of the supplementary. No one will cut marks for that. No one will think that you have cheated somewhere else. It is very customary to do this. We have always done this. Okay, in every exam. Now, next. Now, questions from this. If cos A is 4 by 5, then the value of tan A is just one value, one trigonometric ratio is provided to us, 4 by 5. Then how will you find the value of tan A? Now, if I say that you will be able to find every trigonometric ratios all the other 5 trigonometric ratios with the help of this one, it is very simple. What you will do? You will use the triangle. Which triangle? The right angle triangle. Because in right angle triangle, the relations between three sides of the triangle is provided to us, which is hypotenuse, perpendicular and base, by Pythagoras theorem. With the help of Pythagoras theorem, you will be able to find any one of the missing side. Okay. So let's first of all draw triangle. Name it as A, B and C. This is 90 degree. 4 by 5. Now it is cos A. So here our angle is, always write angle A, whichever provided angle to you over here, right at the bottom. So it will be easy for you to calculate the answers. See, cos A. What is cos A? It is base upon hypotenuse. So the first value 4 will be the base one and 5 denominator would be the hypotenuse one. Now if you have remembered what are the trigonometric triplets, sorry, what are the Pythagorean triplets, you will be easily able to tell that this is 3. Okay. If you have not remembered it, I will give a small trick. This always, any one of this side will be 2 times m. The other side, other than the hypotenuse, would be m square minus 1. And this would be m square plus 1 always. From this you will be able to find any third triangle. If you are able to find what is 2m in that value of m, you are able to find value of m, you will be easily able to find m square minus 1. So you can verify whether the considered m is true or not. Or you can substitute over here also if it is needed to find m square minus 1 then. Okay. So with the help of this, you will be able to find what are the 3 numbers. Now 3, 5 and 4. Now all the 3 numbers are given to us. We will be easily able to find sine, tan, cot, cosec and sec. What is sine? Sine A is opposite by hypotenuse, so 3 by 5. Tan A is sine by cos, so 3 by 5 upon 4 by 5, which would be 3 by 4. Sec A, which is inverse of cos, so 5 by 4. Then cosec A, which is inverse of sine, which is 5 by 3. And last but not the least, cot A. What is cot A? Inverse of tan, which is 3 by 4, which will provide you 4 by 3. Okay. So any one of the trigonometric ratio is provided to us. Always find the third side of the right angle triangle. With the help of these 3 values, you will be easily able to find what are the other 5 trigonometric numbers, other 5 trigonometric ratios. Understood? I hope this is clear to you. These questions can be asked in 1 marks, not more than that. If they are asking all these 5 ones, then it will be hardly 2 marks, not more than that. For the basic students who have opted basics, this is a very important question. It is a scoring one. They will ask this. Okay, so do practice this. You will get 2 marks sure for it. And if it is asked in MCQ, then 1 mark for it. It can also be asked in a form like this, that cos A is equal to 4 by 5. So okay, we can write it as 5 cos A is equal to 4. Now you will think that 5 cos A is equal to 4, there is no ratio, but you're mistaking over here. 5 is multiplied with cos A. So if it goes to the right hand side, it will become cos A is equal to 4 by 5. So to confuse you, to trick you, they will provide you in this form. Examiner will provide you in this form, but you have to convert it in the form of a ratio. So you will be easily able to find other 5 ratios. Hope I am clear with it. Now next question. The value of the expression this minus cos minus tan this. It looks tough to you? Yeah? Why? Because it is 75, it is 15, it is 55, it is 35. These numbers are not known to us. We don't know what are the values of these trigonometric ratios. But actually, it is given in the form such a way that we can convert it into, this cosec can be converted into sec, tan can be converted into cot. How? There are relations between them. So first understand the relation. Let us say this is theta, this is 90. So what will be value of this? It is nothing but 90 minus theta. Now take sine theta and ABC. What is sine theta from this? It is nothing but opposite upon hypotenuse, A upon B. But I write it as cos 90 minus A, theta. If I find what is cos 90 minus A, means what is value of cos 90 minus A, it will again provide you, base would be for this angle, base would be A and hypotenuse would be B. So A upon B. What does this shows? What does this shows? That sine theta is cos 90 minus theta. Same goes for sine 90 minus theta is equal to cos theta. So for this one, sine and cos are interlinked with one another. Tan theta tan 90 minus theta is cot theta, and cot 90 minus theta is equal to tan theta. Tan and cot are interlinked with one another, and cosec theta is equal to sec 90 minus theta. Sec theta is cosec 90 minus theta. Okay, so these are the 6 relations, 6 link between sin cos, tan cot, and cosec sec to us. Okay, but be very wise to use this, because you can use it in different questions also, which is not advisory to use. Okay, these questions are particularly for this type of questions where the other angle is complement of the theta. Yeah, because addition of these two will be 90. So these two are complement of one another. So these relations are only be used when the both thetas are, theta and theta dash are complement of one another. Means you can say it as sin theta is equal to cos theta dash if theta is plus theta dash is equal to 90. Sometimes this type of relations is also being used to trick you. Okay, mostly this type of question will be asked in standard students, to the students of standard ones. Okay, so try to solve that one. Next, sin A is equal to sin square A is equal to 1. Then the value of expression cos square A plus cos raised to 4A. This is the frightening one, which we think that is a very tough one. Okay, but when I will help you to solve this, it will be very easy to you. But before solving this type of questions, you need to really understand only one relation of sin and cos, only one formula. With that, with the help of that one formula, you will be able to remember other two also. What are those formulas? The first one is sin square A plus cos square A is equal to 1. This is the first formula. Okay, addition of two squares is equal to 1, and the squares, inside the squares are trigonometric ratio, which is sin and cos. Now, if you divide this whole expression with sin square, then what will be provided to us? Sin square A divided by sin square A plus cos square A divided by sin square A is equal to 1 over sin square A. This will be cancelled out and become 1. This will be cos upon sin is cot. So cot square, and 1 upon sin is cosec. So cosec square. Okay, so this is the another relation. Same goes for the third one. If you divide the first equation with the help of cos square A, it will provide you 1 plus tan square A is equal to sec square A. So with the help of just one, you are able to find the other two. We do not have much time, but I would be able to explain you much more detail, but that detail would not be asked in the question, in the exam. So it is not much necessary to talk about it, okay, or discuss about it. It is a waste of time. But for the understanding of the trigonometry, the topic is very interesting one. Okay. So sin square A plus cos square is equal to 1, 1 plus cot square A plus cosec square A, and 1 plus tan square is equal to sec square A. Using these three formulas, you will be able to find, you will be able to solve the prove that questions. Okay, so the first thing, sin A plus cos sin square A is equal to 1. With the help of this, you have to find cos A plus cos raised to 4A. So write it as what is given to us, sin A plus sin square A is equal to 1. Now with the help of the relation, can I write it as 1 minus cos square A is equal to 1? Yeah, with the help of the identity that we have learned. Now sin A is equal to 1 will go this side, so 1 minus 1 will be 0. So 0 and minus cos square A will be going to the right hand side, provide us cos square A. Now again squaring both the sides, so sin square A is equal to cos raised to 4A. That will provide you the fourth ratio, fourth power of cos. Now sin square a can again be written as 1 minus cos square a, which is cos raised to 4a. So taking cos square a to the right hand side, 1 is equal to cos square a plus cos raised to 4a. Simple. We got the right hand side, and value of this right hand side is 1, which is asked to us, that what is cos square a plus cos raised to 4a. So it is not necessary that you will know how to solve the question without diving into the question itself. Okay, always try to simplify the question by cutting it into the smallest, simpler trigonometric ratios, which are sine, cos and tan. By converting tan, cot, cosec, sec, all those into the sine and cos, you will be able to find easier to solve the questions. Sometimes it will mess up things also, but if you are not known that what should be used because of lack of practice, I must say it is lack of practice, that you don't know how to solve the process. Okay. Now again, this question, it is the simplest thing. What we have to do? We have to just multiply the right hand side. So tan theta multiply by 2 tan theta plus 1 plus 2 bracket tan theta plus 1, 2 times. 10 into 10, 2 times tan square theta plus tan theta plus 2 2s are 4 tan theta plus 2. Now 2 tan square, this 10 plus 10, 4 tan will provide you 5 tan. So 2 times, and again tan square theta can be written as sec square theta minus 1 plus 5 tan theta plus 2. So this, if you expand it, 2 times sec square theta minus 2 plus 5 tan theta plus 2. 2 will be cancelled out altogether. So this will provide you 2 times sec square theta plus 5 times tan theta. Okay, so this is the required one. You have to just start the question. After starting, you will be finding that the question is becoming much smaller and to the pace which is provided to us, to the solution which is given to us. Okay, so just start the question. But if you are not aware that how to solve from the first only, always solve the trigonometric questions at the last, if you are not aware of it. Why? Because it can waste your time also, if you are not properly understanding that how you must proceed. Okay, so for that, for the exam point of view, always start the questions at the end of trigonometry only. Okay, if you think that this question is not solvable easily, then try to solve it at the last. You will be having ample amount of time. Okay, next. Tan A minus tan A upon 1 plus sec minus 1 minus sec is equal to 2 times cosec A. Now this is something that will feel that what will be done over here. So you can see that in numerator tan A is provided to you. So what can you consider? Taking common from both the ratios. So let's start with that. Taking tan A common, 1 over 1 plus sec A minus 1 over 1 minus sec A. So again tan A. Taking LCM, 1 minus sec A will be this side, minus 1 plus sec A would be this side. Whole divide by 1 plus sec A, 1 minus sec A, which is again A plus B into A minus B, which is nothing but A square minus B square, which is given as 1 minus sec square A. Okay, so tan A 1 minus sec minus 1 and again minus sec A. So this 1 will be cancelled from with minus 1 and this will provide you minus 2 times sec A. And what is 1 minus sec square a? It is minus tan square a. Minus tan square a. So minus will be cancelled out. This tan a will be cancelled out with this square 1. So it is just 2 sec a upon tan a. Again, what is sec a? It is 1 upon cos. So 2 times 1 over cos a whole divide by. What is tan a? Sine by cos. So sine divide by cos a. Denominator of the denominator goes to the numerator. So 2 times cos a divided by cos a multiply sine a, which will provide you 2 upon sine a. What is 1 over sine? 1 over sine is cosec. So 2 times cosec a. This is the final answer which is provided to you. Okay. So if you just dive into the question, you will find the answer easily. Okay, let us take it as a last question. What is tan cube a upon 1 plus tan square a plus cot cube a upon 1 plus cot square a? And you have to find this type of solution. Okay, let it leave it as a homework to you. It is somewhat tricky, but try to solve it very mindfully. Remember, you have to convert tan and cot in the form of sine and cos. It will be very easy for you to solve this question if you convert in the form of sine and cos. It will provide you the answer in a simplest form. It can be solved in different other methods also, but the thing is that it would cost you somewhat time, okay, which is not a very provided thing in the exam. Okay, so I would suggest that this type of questions must be considered at the end of the class, at the end of the exam, okay, when you have the ample amount of time to think over the question. I hope the chapter coordinate geometry and trigonometric ratios, or you can say introduction to trigonometry, is been revised to you properly. I have tried to cover each and every concept and try to cover two examples of each and every concept. Okay, again revise the things. First, in the coordinate geometry, we learned about the distance formula. We learned about the section formula, where we have two things. First, section formula, and another is a special case of section formula, where the middle point is the actual midpoint of 2 points. Okay, where you will consider m and n as 1:1. Then the area of the triangle, which is very important for the students who are of standard. The question will be asked from there. Okay, so there also the concept of collinear, 3 points which are collinear to one another, then the area would be always 0. So that type of questions also been asked in the exams. Okay, so remember that also. These are the 4 major things in the coordinate geometry, and you will ace it. Okay, if you are up to the mark with these 4 concepts, then you will be able to score full marks in the coordinate geometry. It is a scoring chapter. Again, the next chapter is trigonometry, things which are very difficult to you, which is shown to you that it is a difficult one, but it is a very simpler one. You just need to go with the flow. Okay, after going with the flow, you will be able to solve the questions easily. In the trigonometric ratios, all the 6 ratios, relation between the sides of the right angle triangle and the ratios is important to you. Then the values of the trigonometric ratios, all these 6 by the 30 values. That you do not need to remember the 30 values, you just need to find the values of sine theta. Okay, with the help of sine theta, you will be able to find other 5 trigonometric values. Okay, and the last thing is the relation between sine, cos, sine, cos, tan, cot, cosec and sec, if the theta is complementary with the theta dash. Okay.
Sir, there's one question.
Okay.
1 plus sine square theta is equal to 3 sine theta cos theta. So tangent theta is 1 or half.
Okay, let me detect this. What is the question? 1 plus?
1 plus sine square theta.
1 plus sine square theta
Plus is equal to 3 sine theta cos theta.
is equal to 3 sin theta cos theta.
Prove that tan theta is 1 or half.
1 or half. Okay.
Tangent लिखा है पर tan theta.
हाँ, tan theta. Okay.
How are you?
So if the question is correct and the given information is correct, then solve this question. See, what is provided to you? 1 plus sin square theta. Okay. Now we know the formulas which we have discussed about, which is sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. We will use that over here. This is given to you. LHS is equal to RHS is provided to you, and we have to find value of tan theta and if it is 1 or 1 by 2. Okay. So what is sin square theta? It can be considered as 1 minus cos square theta is equal to 3 times sin theta cos theta. Okay. So 1 plus 1 minus cos square theta is equal to 3 times sin theta cos theta, which will be 2 is equal to 3 times sin theta cos theta plus cos square theta. Okay.
Is the question correct?
I think that only. I don't think the question is correct one. Please tell me that the question is correct one. One plus sin square theta is equal to sin 3 sin theta cos theta. That tan theta is 1 or 1 by 2.
I think the question is incorrect.
Okay, let us try if it's possible, but I think that question is wrong. Then also, okay. We can divide whole this thing with the help of sin theta, sin square theta, sorry, cos square theta, cos square theta, cos square theta, cos square theta. So 2 sec square theta is equal to, this will be cancelled out, 3 times tan theta plus 1. Yes, and sec square theta is 2 times 1 plus tan square theta is equal to 3 times tan theta plus 1. So 2 plus 2 times tan square theta is equal to 3 times tan theta plus 1. Now this is a form of a quadratic equation. Take tan theta is equal to x. Let tan theta is equal to x. So it will be converted into form of, let us take 2 over this side, 1 over this side, and 3 tan theta is over this side. So 2 times tan square theta minus 3 times tan theta plus 1 is equal to 0, which will be reduced to the form of 2 times x square minus 3x plus 1 is equal to 0. So actually this question is not about trigonometric ratio, it is about the polynomials. Okay. Now 2x square minus 3x plus 1, you will be able to find roots of this. What are the roots? Minus 3 multiplied with minus plus or minus x is equal to under root minus 3 square plus, minus 4 times 2 times 1 divided by 4. So x is equal to 3 plus or minus under root 3 minus 3 square is 9, 4 2s are 8, 9 minus 4, 9 minus 8 is 1. So under root 1 divided by 4. So the value is 4 by 4 or 2 by 4, which is given by 1 comma 1 by 2. Is it clear? If you want, I must show again because this looks like a very rough one. Again, going to the question. What is the question? 1 plus sin square theta is equal to 3 times sin theta cos theta. We have to find about tan theta. Let us leave that. Now, what is 1 plus sin square? 1 plus sin square can be written as 1 minus cos square theta is equal to 3 times sin theta and cos theta. What is 1 plus 1? 2. 2 minus cos square theta is equal to 3 times sin theta into cos theta. Now I will divide cos square theta all together. So it will provide me 2 upon cos square theta minus cos square theta divided by cos square theta is equal to 3 times sin theta into cos theta divided by cos theta into cos theta. Why? Because cos square theta is written over here. So I have splitted that. This cos will be cancelled over here and sin by cos will provide you 10. Same 1 upon cos square, it will be 2 times sec square theta minus this will be cancelled out and provide you 1, which is equal to 3 times tan theta. Now again sec square theta can be written as 1 plus tan square theta. So 2 times 1 plus tan square theta minus 1 is equal to 3 times tan theta. It will provide you 2 plus 2 tan square theta minus 1 is equal to 3 times tan theta, which is nothing but 2 minus 1 is 1 plus 2 tan square theta is equal to 3 tan theta. Now you can see that it is actually a quadratic equation where x is our tan theta. So what we will do? We will just take let tan theta is equal to x. So 2 times tan square theta minus 3 times tan theta plus 1 is equal to 0. It will be reduced in the form of 2x square minus 3x plus 1 equal to 0. Now you have to find the roots of this equation. What are the roots of it equation with the help of quadratic equation? X is equal to minus 3 because of minus b plus or minus under root b square मतलब minus 3 का square which is equal to 9 and minus 4 times 2 times 1 which is 8 whole divided by 2 times 2 which is 4, which will provide you 3 plus or minus under root 1 is 1 divided by 4, which is nothing but 3 plus 1 4 by 4 and 3 minus 1 2 by 4, which will give you 1 comma 1 over 2. Okay, so x is 1 comma 1 over 2. So what is x? It is tan theta. So tan theta is 1 comma 1 over 2. Yes, you can hit 5 star and can do nothing. But when you can chill with this statement, when you are done with the exam, after completing your exam, just hit 5 star and have a chill pill. Okay, now I guess I have cleared the doubts, and I hope I have provided you the enough information for the exam, and you will be able to solve any questions provided from the coordinate geometry and trigonometry. Okay, be calm and provide your exam very calmly. You will be able to solve every questions in it. Thank you.